It's Tuesday's Hollywood game night. It's funky, it's hunky, a little junk in the trunky, and probably a little drunky.
Seth isn't allowed to drink.
Oh, we're in trouble already.
New Hollywood game night next Tuesday on NBC.
Where's the head of the table?
It's a square table. I don't think there's a head.
There's always a head. Where you gonna sit?
I'm sitting here.
Not anymore.
Oh.
The Carmichael Show premieres tomorrow on NBC. On The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, Ellen DeGeneres drops by. NBC tonight.
Your one news source. This is NewsCenter1.
Good evening, I'm Shad Olson. This is NewsCenter1 at 10. A man who attacked a Pennsylvania courthouse deputy with a knife this afternoon and was subsequently fatally shot is the same man who jumped over the White House fence earlier this year. NBC's Rosemary Connors explains.
It was total chaos. It was totally crazy. We went into a lockdown mode. We've been locked down for about 2 hours, and then they just walked us out past the crime scene and out the back through the alley to safety.
It was a knife-wielding man from Coatesville whom the district attorney says slashed a deputy in the lobby of the Chester County Justice Center around 11 o'clock this morning. Riley Aikman of Westchester had just gone through security and witnessed the attack.
Just then this guy busts through the door, says, I'm going to get you, and keeps running. And all of a sudden, pop, pop.
Another deputy shot and killed the attacker, whom authorities have identified as Curtis Smith.
Curtis Smith appears to be the same individual who jumped the White House fence in March of this year.
That's shocking. That's shocking to me.
Courthouse employees are grateful to the deputies who stopped the attack from going any further. Nonetheless, they are stunned.
A numbness, I should say, right now. Like she said, we walked past a crime scene. I tried not to look, but you look, and we walk through these doors every morning and always felt a sense of safety, and I think that's kind of shaken now.
It doesn't matter where you are. It's going to be in your own backyard, and that's scary.
Smith was sent to face burglary, assault, and harassment charges at a preliminary hearing set for October. It's unclear why he was at the courthouse today before that incident. A Georgia elementary school student was accidentally shot after another student brought a gun to school. The August school was temporarily placed on lockdown after a student is said to have accidentally discharged a gun while playing with the weapon inside a desk. That bullet grazing a female student in her side. She was treated at an Augusta hospital and released. The incident is under investigation, but officials say they believe that the shooting was an accident. The student who brought the gun to school was taken into police custody. And in West Virginia, a student has been arrested after a hostage-type situation unfolded this afternoon at a high school in Philippi. Students evacuating to the football stadium while police talked to the suspect. Authorities called it a hostage-type situation. It is still unclear if the student was actually holding someone against their will. The student reportedly had a weapon, but no shots were fired, and nobody, thankfully, was hurt in that incident. Another roller coaster day on Wall Street as stocks showed major gains early before collapsing right at the end of the session. The market's falling into even deeper negative territory this afternoon, with the Dow shedding another 205 points. NBC's Carl Quintanilla reports.
It was the biggest opening rally of the year. A quick 400-point gain on the Dow, seen here on the right. Almost the mirror image of Monday's collapse on the left. But it couldn't hold. And since Friday, the Dow has fallen 6%, climbed 5%, and fallen again. That's a wider range than stocks have seen all year.
You will see markets trading around up and down for several days. These things are rarely resolved on a single day.
That early morning attempt courtesy of China, which cut interest rates overnight to give their slowing economy a boost. And some positive news back home. Good earnings from Best Buy, a strong consumer confidence survey.
That's what's one day.
Some investors said Monday's sell-off was so violent, there's simply not much damage left to be done.
I don't think it's going to have a very serious downward direction from here, no. I think there will be lots and lots of volatility.
That's because of a wild card, the Federal Reserve. It's kept interest rates near zero for years since the crisis. And while that's helped the U.S. recover, some argue it's created too much risk, as investors took advantage of all that cheap money, plowing it into oil drills, real estate, stocks, and even startups. If the Fed hikes rates next month or next year, the economy will increasingly have to stand on its own.
Would not be surprising to me if we're sitting here a year from now and 25% of the startups are gone.
And as China's president visits the White House next month, economic concerns and allegations of Chinese currency manipulations, those not allegations, that's actual fact, those expected to be major topics of conversation. And here's a look at today's markets on Wall Street. And on this Tuesday, as we've already noted, after rebounding in the early goings of the session, the Dow collapsing there at the very end, down 205 points today, closing interestingly 15,666. The Nasdaq Composite down 20 to 4506. The S&P 500 down 26 to 1868. And gold retracting $13.60 on the session, down to $1,138.09 on this day of trade. Bullying is an age-old problem that continues today, from classrooms to the workplace and especially social media. NewsCenter1's Caroline Patrikas tonight taking us inside the Rapid City school system as a new school year is underway where thousands will experience bullying.
For some, the start of a new school year can be fun.
Especially as we transition into a new school, kids going to middle school, kids going to school for the first time, kids who are a little bit shy.
For others, it can be traumatizing.
Getting picked on, getting teased, getting bullied. It happens through texting, it happens through social media, it happens verbally, physically, it happens in so many ways that we need to be aware.
Back to school can mean many things, including dealing with bullies. It doesn't just happen at school, it can happen on the playground, the bus stop, and even the internet.
Because bullying is a problem in the school systems, and one often overlooked.
It brings kids to the point where they don't go to school, they get sick, they don't eat, they feel like if they're a little bit overweight, they just stop eating. They end up with serious depression, addiction issues. They attempt suicide.
According to the Front Porch Coalition, from 2006 to 2009, 13 young people took their lives in Rapid City alone.
We have only lost 2 to suicide in Rapid City since then.
Which proves the continued work surrounding the issue is making impact.
Prevention programming in general, when it encompasses all of those things I just talked about, it makes a difference.
Officials also stress the importance of staying involved.
Ask about what happened in the first day of school. Ask what happened about the second day of school. Keep asking about school until the end of school. And in the summertime, ask what's happening, because it doesn't end when school ends.
Caroline Patrikas, NewsCenter1.
National Suicide Awareness Week is approaching at the beginning of September. If you'd like more information, you can head to our website at newscenter1.tv. And U.S. Representative Kristi Noem giving a special shout out to a local student who is earning national recognition for her anti-bullying message and new book.
You know, I have spent my life in male-dominated fields. I have been a farmer and rancher my entire life. Also ran a hunting lodge and worked managing a restaurant. I would just tell women to grab a hold of every opportunity, and if they want to do something, to pursue it. I was extremely impressed with Danica today. She took an experience with bullying that she had in second grade and is using it to educate other people about the dangers of that, but what it means to be a leader.
Noem met with Danica earlier today. Danica is an 8th grader from Sturgis, and she has a lot to teach kids and adults about bullying, how to treat other people, as well as leadership. With school back in session comes the classic packed lunch, but parents might be overlooking the most important part, food safety. 1 in 6 Americans are stricken with food poisoning each year, and children are particularly vulnerable during the school year. But you can keep your child safe with a few simple steps. Remember to keep everything clean when preparing the food. That includes hand surfaces and utensils. Keep hot foods hot and cold foods cold with insulated containers and frozen gel packs. And throw away used paper and plastic bags, as well as any perishable leftovers from their lunch. For further details and extra safety tips, you can head on over to foodsafety.gov. Not all students eat food brought from home. A new study confirming that cafeteria workers have known for years you can make your kids put healthy options on their lunch trays, but the effort is often wasted. Researchers found that most kids threw away their fruit and vegetables without touching them. And no surprise, they preferred processed fruit and veggies or fruit juice. Experts say that kids may find the healthier fare more appealing if it's cut or sliced rather than left whole. The USDA mandated more fruit and vegetables in school lunch trays, as we'll remember back in the year of 2012. So the old saying is, Bob, you can You can lead a horse to broccoli, but you can't make him eat it. Or something like that.
Yeah.
It's an admirable goal, I think, to try to put it on their tray, but unless you're going to use a bowling gun, I don't think we're going to. You know what a bowling gun is?
No, I don't.
It's the little thing you put the horse pill in, you put it down you put it in the mouth of the horse or the cow. That in cattle country, people know what that is.
Yeah. I was born and raised in Chicago. You were born and raised in Nebraska.
That's
right. Two different sides.
Sometimes it takes one of those doohickeys to get the broccoli and fresh vegetables into a kit.
The solution is rather simple. Just put peanut butter on bread and you put it out there. I mean, every kid in the world loves a peanut butter sandwich. Maybe a little bit of jelly on it as well.
Apple slices go pretty good with peanut butter too.
Yeah,
then you got them eating fresh apples.
You know what's really good, folks? I'm going to tell you right now, melon. Go out and get some melon right now. Oh, it is absolutely delicious.
I think we should. We're solving the school lunch problem
I think
right
we
here.
are. Put a little cottage cheese on that melon, a little salt. Ooh, delicious.
Tell you what, you were dead on about the forecast today too.
Yeah. Okay, we're segueing into the forecast right there, and you can see it. A few little showers over northeastern Wyoming, and we're priming the pump, folks. Look for the possibility of an isolated shower tonight after midnight. A better chance tomorrow evening, even a better chance on Thursday.
All right. The silent days of summer dwindling down to a precious few, and we'll get more details coming up with Bob Riggio and his forecast in just a bit. We're back with more news after the break, right here on News Center 1 at 10.
This is News Center 1 with Chad Olson. Sports with Justin Wickersham. And weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
The Ford Free Ride is on. Now every Ford truck has 0% financing for 72 months for qualified buyers. Free from interest for 6 years and free to choose. F-150, Super Duty, every built Ford tough truck. 0% financing for 72 months on Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling truck. Now get 0% financing for 72 months on any built Ford tough truck. Hurry, see your Ford dealer today.
Is your honey-do list getting out of hand? When you want to remodel, don't try to do it yourself. Turn to the professionals at All-Star Construction. They use state-of-the-art software to show exactly what your project will look like and work with you on every detail from start to finish. If you want to build from the ground up, remodel, or build a deck, think All-Star Construction in Rapid City. allstarconstructionrc.com.
What started out as Girls Club in 1965, Youth and Family Services has grown to become one of the most comprehensive and respected family development programs in western South Dakota. YFS serves more than 11,000 children and their families each year, encouraging them to go beyond the possible and discover their dreams through education, nutrition, advocacy, and prevention services. Find out how you can help support children and families in your community by visiting yfsfoundation.org or call 342-4195.
Life here in the middle is a lot like life in the Black Hills, full of warm families.
You three are going to start loving each other because that's what your mother wants, right? Is that what you want?
Loving marriages.
I don't care what other people think about me.
That's because you're dead inside. And fun stuff to do, like watching NewsCenter1.
Why are you watching 3 different TVs?
We can't agree on the volume.
You're going to love it here as much as we do.
The Middle.
Weekdays at 6:30 on News Center 1.
This summer, we've helped a lot of people get into the Honda they'd been searching for.
Nice wheels. Right back at you.
Aw, you guys. There's not much time left. The Honda Summer Clearance event ends soon. There's never been a better time to get into the new Honda you've had your eye on. Everyone happy?
Yay!
It's your last chance to find a great deal at the Honda Summer Clearance event.
Well, today was a big day for Rapid City Mayor Steve Allender. A number of things happening. The mayor now a newly appointed member for the Law Enforcement Officers Standards and Training Commission. That commission is responsible for setting the training standards and certification processes for South Dakota law enforcement. Attorney General Marty Jackley appointing Mayor Allender to that position today. Allender has 30 years of law enforcement service to the state of South Dakota and will use his background to help develop and oversee law enforcement training methods, and is excited to be on board.
It'll involve periodic meetings to look at new law enforcement standards. And I think there's law enforcement is a very visible arm of government. It requires high standards. It requires people with experience to oversee the administration of standards and training, and so I think it'll be good for all of us.
Allender has been appointed to a 2-year term that's effective August 2015. And after a brief lunch with Mayor Allender, U.S. Representative Kristi Noem making a stop to discuss a topic close to her heart, the Congresswoman opening up about the importance of improving South Dakota's freight rail infrastructure. Much of the state's revenue comes from agriculture industry. It is our #1 industry. For some time, producers have called for changes and improvements to South Dakota's rail transit system in order to keep their goods flowing to the marketplace. Noem has been an outspoken advocate for the ag industry, owing to the fact that she herself, of course, is from a farming background.
What we've done recently is try to support a grant, a Tiger grant that they have been working to get. That'll allow them to upgrade some track that's needed to be done so that we can increase the speed on that line, and then also put in another siding that's needed in the Phillip area. It'll be halfway between Rapid City and Pierre, pretty much, which will allow even more trains to utilize that rail. Turnaround time is very important to make sure that we have everything moving and moving at a quicker speed to get things to market and to get them to port so they can get overseas.
Representative Noem holding that discussion today at the Rapid City, Pierre, and Eastern Railroad Yard office here in Rapid City. As for the weather in Rapid City today, sunny skies and cool breezes. The last days of summer slowly coming to a close. Bob Riggio in next with a look at your beautiful Black Hills forecast.
Get a good look, because this is the last you'll see of the 2015 Nissans.
Now's your final opportunity this summer to get in on the excitement of our 2015 models during Nissan's Bottom Line Model Year-End event. For a limited time, choose Rogue, now just $199 per month, or get 0% APR for up to 60 months.
And get a good look at the totally redesigned Murano.
Shop your local Nissan store and choose Nissan.com. Nissan, innovation that excites.
I hope that when my patients come away from visiting with us here, they know that we really listen and that we really care.
My caregivers perceive me as energetic, and I give 110% of my heart to my job.
People really are partners here, from the nursing staff to the administrative team to all the caregivers in between.
I am Regional Health.
I am Regional Health.
I am Regional Health.
Success in business is about growing your bottom line. Now, there are 2 ways you can do this: increase revenue and decrease spending. This is where we come in. At A&B Business Solutions, our managed print services will optimize your print environment, reducing your total printing costs while improving workflow. Managed print services will impact your bottom line. MPS, it's just another solution from A&B, the company that helps you solve, simplify, and save.
Hi, I'm Benjamin. I'm an engineering student in Rapid City, and I love my church.
Hi, we're Dave and Donna Needham.
We work at Rapid City Regional Hospital.
And we love our church. I'm Bob. I'm a partner at the Firehouse Brewing Company, and I love my church.
Our mission is simple. We want to show people who Jesus is. My name is David, and I'm the lead pastor of Fountain Springs Community Church, and I love my church.
What makes Liberty Superstores a dealership for the people? People with more insight, more options, more respect, more heart. We eagerly serve the frustrated, the hardworking, the people. We believe everyone deserves to drive a nicer, newer car, and that's what makes us for the people. Liberty Superstores.
This weather brought to you by Black Hills Power.
This is NewsCenter1 weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
Well, here's today's weather almanac. High temperature today, 88, 3 degrees above normal. Tomorrow will be a little bit warmer than this, but Thursday we're going to bring these temperatures below the normal temperature of 80, 85. 50 degrees, our low temperature this morning, no rain, but look at here, folks. We're over 8.5 inches above normal as far as moisture is concerned this year. 8.5, more than 8.5 inches above normal. It's been incredibly wet. 6:07, the sun will be coming up. 7:41, the sun Expected to go down, and believe me, it will go down at that time. 63 outside, out at the airport, clear skies, winds, no problem. And over in Custer, we'll see what we got. 64, a little bit, about a degree warmer up there. Clear skies in the southern hills. Let's see, wind out of the north at 5, but they had a little bit of a wind gust, 17 miles an hour. Okay, here we go. Here are the temperatures across the country. A little bit cooler around the Great Lakes. 72 in the Windy City, 71 Pittsburgh. That's the cool spot right around the Great Lakes. 96 in Denver. Who else we got here? 100 in Phoenix. Albuquerque, and 90 degrees. It's hot. It's hot down in San Antonio. Triple digits down there, the 100 degrees. Satellite radar, we have some moisture down here in the desert southwest, and that's going to head our direction. So you can expect, as I said earlier, an isolated shower possible after midnight tonight. A little better chance tomorrow evening to see some showers in the area. Better chance yet on Thursday. So we'll be adding to that the departure from normal as far as moisture is concerned. Here we go. We're going to go into tomorrow. We got high pressure off to the east, a little bit of a southerly flow. Always, just prior to the arrival of a cold front, temperatures really warm up. We're going to go in the lower 90s. I wouldn't be surprised if we hit the middle 90s tomorrow. And here's our rainmaker. This will be coming in tomorrow evening, bringing some showers, and then moving across West River on Thursday, even bringing more showers, possibly even some thunderstorms. So a little bit of moisture on the way. It'll be clearing out by Friday. And then by the weekend, whoop, right back up into the 90s as far as temperatures are concerned. All right, we stop at early tomorrow morning, 4:30 a.m. I just want to point out the fact that the model is bringing in a few little isolated showers. Now we're going to work our way into tomorrow evening. What time do we stop at here? 9 p.m. There you go. Probably a little bit earlier, maybe 7 p.m. We'll see some showers on the radar, some thunderstorms on the radar. And then what about Thursday? Let's go into Thursday, and there you have it. More shower activity expected over the Black Hills associated with that low pressure area, and cooler temperatures also on Thursday. Tomorrow we could see temperatures up in the 90s. But on Thursday, we're going to cool it down. A little widespread activity, too, on Thursday. High temperatures across the state. There they are. Something happened in Faith. I don't know what happened. I don't think it was 58 for a high there, but the thermometer may be on the blitz a little bit. 78 Mobridge, 81 in Winter, 74 in Aberdeen. But you can see our temperatures generally in the 80s around the Black Hills. And then tomorrow, Wednesday, we'll see temperatures in the 90s, 96 in Pine Ridge, for example. A little bit cooler up in the hills, temperatures up there in the 80s. And then on Thursday, let's cool it down a little bit. There you go, 67 in Custer, 72 in Spearfish. So we'll cool it off a little bit on Thursday around the Black Hills. Here's the forecast for tomorrow. It'll be a warm one. Let's see, 87 Spearfish, 85 Custer, 98 in Pine Ridge, 94 in Phillip. We'll go with increasing clouds throughout the day. 89 Belle Fourche, Sturgis the same, and Hot Springs will be rather warm, 95 degrees tomorrow. The forecast for tonight, 62, increasing clouds, and we'll see a possibility of an isolated shower after midnight tonight. I think a better chance for that tomorrow evening. But tomorrow during the day, 92, winds out of the southwest, 5 to 50, mostly sunny, and we'll have a little bit of smoke in the area. Look for the clouds on the increase throughout the day tomorrow. Then mostly cloudy skies tomorrow evening, and we'll see some scattered showers and thunderstorms moving into the Black Hills, 65. The expected low temperature. And the 7-day forecast, a better chance for all that scattered shower activity on Thursday. Cooler temperature, 75, middle 80s. Friday, we're back up into the 90s Saturday and Sunday, and middle 80s Monday and Tuesday. ClickBigDeals.com. This one, 50% off half-day rental of a two-seater ATV at High Country Guest Ranch. And I'll say it again, if you want to really enjoy the Black Hills, you need to hit some of the back roads. And you could do that with one of those ATVs. So that's a great deal.
Can't do that from the back of the family truckster.
No,
right?
you can't.
You got to be in one of those things and get off on the truck. You do that quite a bit.
I've done it. You can go up and down 385 all you want, but you really want to enjoy the hills, you got to get back into those into the trails.
It's
back
true.
There. Yeah.
Ridden my bike a lot on the Mickelson Trail.
There you go.
You see a lot back there that you're not going to see anywhere else. Still to come right here, Central Cobblers gearing up for the start of football season, plus St. Thomas More entertaining Spearfish in high school soccer. Justin has all the highlights coming up next in NewsCenter1 Sports.
handmade fresh Florentine flatbread with fresh spinach, homemade bruschetta, and creamy artichoke sauce. Or Italia with rich homemade red sauce, fresh roasted red peppers, sausage, pastrami, and pepperoni. A half flatbread with your choice of fresh garden salad or fresh daily soup. Taste the difference at Shooter's Woodfire Grill, Rapid City.
The summer sell down is on now at Granite Buick GMC, your participating Rushmore Buick GMC dealer, featuring cash back for 20% of MSRP on new GMC trucks. Choose from the tri-state area's largest selection of over 100 Terrains, Canyons, Yukons, and Duramaxes. Plus, get cash back for 20% of the MSRP on new Sierras. That's over $13,000 in savings. Don't miss the summer sell down on now at Granite Buick GMC, your participating Rushmore Buick GMC dealer.
They come from different worlds, each with a particular set of skills. Midco Extreme Internet, Midco Preferred Cable. Agents on a not-so-secret mission to save the world from slow internet and bad cable. But at only $89 a month for 12 months, there's a price on their heads. Don't miss this blockbuster event. Click happiestdevices.com.
Hot temperatures call for cool deals, and it doesn't get much cooler than 32 ounces for only 89 cents. That's right, for only 89 cents, you can get 32 ounces of your favorite fountain drink at Common Sense. Ice-cold refreshment in your choice of flavors. You can even add one of our flavor shots to make your 32-ounce fountain drink uniquely yours. So let the temperature get hot. Common Sense will keep you cool with 32 ounces of your favorite fountain drink for only 89 cents. Common Sense. Now that's cool.
Buy one, get one free USDA Choice Angus steak tips all day, every day Monday. Buy one, get one free steak tips, Woodfire Grill to your specifications. Buy one, get one free for only $15.99 at Shooter's Woodfire Grill. Taste the Woodfire difference at Shooter's, Rapid City.
This is NewsCenter1, Sports with Justin Wickersham.
Well, the St. Thomas More girls soccer team continues to play at a high level ever since dropping their season opener back on August 15th against Rapid City Stevens. The Cavaliers traveled to the eastern side of the state over this past weekend and knocked off both Sioux Falls Christian and Groton. In fact, the Cavs have outscored their last two opponents 9-0. St. Thomas More was looking for its third straight win tonight as the Cavaliers hosted Spearfish. Early on in this one, Carolyn Eckridge passes it inside the box to Stephanie Stagner. However, the Spearfish keeper Taylor Johnson covers it up for the save. The Cavaliers kept the 8th grader busy this evening. Back the other way now, Spearfish with a penalty kick, and Lauren Sparrow redirects it into the back of the net, and Spearfish strikes first with 10 minutes gone by in the first half. The Cavaliers with several opportunities to score. Here Eckridge tries to punch it over the Spearfish goalkeeper, but it's wide right. However, St. Thomas More rallies to beat Spearfish 5-2. The Cavaliers improved to 3-1 on the season. Shifting gears to boys soccer, where St. Thomas More also squared off against the Spearfish Spartans tonight. As you can see, with under 9 minutes to play and Spearfish up 2-0, Luke Julian with a corner kick for the Cavaliers. Liam Yantis tries to loft it in for the goal, but the shot is off. Later on now, Cesar Mendez passes it up ahead to Seth Fitzgerald. He shoots, but Michael Hurd keeps it out of the net for STM, and the score remained 2-0 at that point. Spearfish on the move again now. This time Mendez dribbles near the end line. He tries to sneak it in, but it hits the post. And Spearfish, though, goes on to win 6-0 over St. Thomas More. The Spartans have now won 3 in a row. Now to boys golf. Rapid City Stevens captured the team title today at the Pier Invitational. The Raiders had a combined score of 317, 3 strokes better than Pier. Aberdeen Central and Watertown tied for third. Meanwhile, in girls tennis now, Rapid City Central traveled to Mitchell today to play a pair of duels. Mitchell defeated the Cobblers 6-3, but then Central bounced back and shut out Vermilion 9-0. Well, after closing the 2014 season on a 4-game losing streak, the Rapid City Central football team has only one direction to go: up. The Cobblers are looking to improve on last year's 1-8 record, but head coach Rob Sales knows it won't be easy. This year, Central will again play all 4 Sioux Falls schools. However, since Central is now a member of the Eastern South Dakota Conference in football, the Cobblers have added Aberdeen Central, Watertown, and Brandon Valley to their schedule. The Cobblers lost 22 players to graduation, including quarterback Donnie Pilato, receiver Josh Dotson, and running back Tristan Houlihan. But Coach Sales feels confident in his returning players.
With those sophomores being so young last year and having to play, and then them being juniors this year, and we have a great crop of sophomores coming up, we do have a little bit more depth than we did last year. We are still young, but we have some guys with playing experience on both sides of the ball, and they don't have to go both ways every game. And so hopefully that pays off for us.
Between now and this Friday, when Central opens the season on the road against Sioux Falls O'Gorman, Coach Sales has plenty of questions to answer, none bigger than who will start under center. Senior Dylan Wolf is battling sophomores Caleb Walton-Blandon and Holden Jackson for the quarterback position.
Right now, it's a pretty good battle. We got a senior with Dylan Wolf. We got a couple sophomores that are stepping up. It's unbelievable. Those three guys are competing every day for that spot.
And that's a look at sports. We'll be right back in a moment.
Labor Day means big savings at Toyota's annual clearance event. It's the perfect time to get a great deal on our huge selection of amazing Toyotas, from the bold Camry to the versatile RAV4 to the fuel-sipping Prius. This clearance event only happens once a year and ends September 8th. Get 0% APR on 9 of your favorite Toyota models. And in honor of Labor Day, Toyota will double your down payment up to $500 on top of current offers on a new 2015 Camry and Camry Hybrid. Toyota, let's go places.
Denver Mattress is celebrating 20 years of crafting state-of-the-art American-made mattresses that deliver exceptional quality at a great price. And since we couldn't have reached this milestone without you, our customers, we'll be showing our appreciation with special savings all summer long. Get the Doctor's Choice 2-piece queen mattress set in plush, Eurotop, or firm at our lowest price of the year, now just $4.99. Here's to 20 more great years from Denver Mattress, America's largest factory direct retailer.
Get quality at a great price with Crestline Windows and Patio Doors. In over 1 million size and style combinations, including Energy Star rated models. All special order windows and patio doors are 10% off. Enjoy the outdoors with UltraDeck Natural Reversible Composite Decking. It's low maintenance and features an easy hidden fastener installation. In a reversible brushed or embossed wood grain finish, UltraDeck Natural Composite Decking is available in even lengths up to 20 feet. Just 88 cents a linear foot.
Save big money at Menards.
Welcome to High Country Guest Ranch,
where Western and Native American cultures unite.
Spacious log homes and camping cabins wait your arrival in the heart of the beautiful Black Hills. Close to Mount Rushmore and Crazy Horse, it is the perfect place for your Black Hills vacation. The High Country Outdoor Theater is the summer home of Brûlée, the #1 Native American show in the country. The popular Circle B Chuck Wagon is serving up tasty cowboy dinners and Western harmonies. Come on out for an afternoon trail ride, an evening show, or spend the weekend with us. We'd love to have you.
Finally tonight, 3rd and 4th graders from across South Dakota can take part in an upcoming art contest that's being held in conjunction with the state fair. Contestants should submit works that show non-food items made from crops or livestock grown in the state. The winning entry will be displayed at the Future Farmers of America Nursery throughout the fair. For rules and deadlines, visit agclassroom.org. /SD. I don't know why that strikes me as fine. People, they have a problem with people only drawing food.
Yeah,
I'm not sure why that would be a distinction in the rules. Maybe there's something it could, a lot escapes me. So it could be something that I'm...
Obviously this one did. Huh?
It could be something that I'm just missing about the nuances and protocol of the rules. We'll try to delve deeper into that when we have more time.
Let's take one quick look at the radar, and you can see there are some showers over northeastern Wyoming, and they'll be sliding into the Black Hills, more so tomorrow evening and on Thursday.
That'll do it for us right here. Have a great night.
Each day is a race against time. The winners are the ones who find time to laugh and play and dream. They celebrate adventure, friendships, and new opportunities. Scheels can help you with fashion that's timely, whether you're far away or close to home. This is your time. This is your year. Scheels.
Every day's a great day in a Hyundai from Granite. Get America's best 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, 2 years maintenance, and our meet or beat guarantee. Choose from rows of Elantras, now only $179 per month. Santa Fe SUVs, $299 a month. And get 0% for 72 months or $1,000 bonus cash on the award-winning Hyundai Sonata, starting at $169 per month. Every day is a great day in a Granite Hyundai. Online at drivegranite.com.
Rock solid, drivegranite.com.
Pete Lean & Sons is dedicated to our employees, customers, community, and families.
In our area, the weather can change in the blink of an eye. And when severe weather strikes, your NewsCenter1 team of meteorologists is there, in the field and in the studio, monitoring the latest alerts, bringing you the most reliable, up-to-date information that you can trust and rely on around the clock. So when weather concerns you, turn to NewsCenter1, your one weather source.